Tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get it through tri-state. Hey, you wanna wait to start the date? Go and say hi, she on the line. She told me. I think I'm here. Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. La 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 la. Okay, good. Good morning, folks. Happy Tuesday. Happy Trash Talk Tuesdays. Only on YouTube, and that's good enough for us. Good morning, folks. So, day 2 of this thing we got going on here. I'm moving the laptop over so the background might shift a little because I want to make space for the mic so I'm not going like, you get it. Happy Tinkling Tuesday. Kim from Harlem. Are you guys moderators? Are you good? Like, once I make you a moderator, do you stay a moderator? I guess, right? Elaine, did you get my email? Thank you. So look, I have some more merch. The official Pink Champs t-shirt. So if anybody wants the merch or the Jonesy in the Morning t-shirt, let me show you that. Hold on. Jonesy in the Morning t-shirt. Or the Pink Champ t-shirt or the Pink Champ hoodie. All you got to do is send an email to Booking Jonesy. You leaving? Okay. To Booking Jonesy. The address is actually on my banner. We worked on this hard yesterday. Oh my God, we were in here after hours, and some of y'all saw us and came in. But y'all, thank you, Giddy. Thank you, Vintage and Donnell, just hanging in there. Brother Ron just stood there, hung in there with us. So yeah, if you want t-shirts, just send an email to Book and Jonesy. They're $25, and you can Zelle or Cash App. And Dwayne, good morning. I got your email as well. We'll have a conversation because we don't know each other, and I appreciate you wanting to work and help the show, and I absolutely, like to help people, especially if it's going to help me. But we have to talk because I don't like do strangers up in my mix. You know what I mean? All up in my video. I've been burned too many times, and this online thing, you could be the killer. Not that you are. I'm just saying you could be. But thank you so much for your interest. Now, what? And we can't be doing this. I'm working.
My ID, bro.
Where was it?
I almost had to pay $30 for a replacement.
Now, obviously, you weren't going to tell me you lost it for the third time.
No. I didn't lose it. I never lost it.
Where was it?
Bro,
We can't do this. We can't be doing this. It was where?
In the grass.
So what's going on with your life? Yeah. That you're not paying attention to having everything you need each day. And how could it have fallen in the grass? He just found his ID outside of it. So then you need to put it inside your wallet. Or I do have a lanyard that you could slide it inside of. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Can y'all hold on, please? Yeah, use this. Just slide it in there. It's just my Pix 11 ID. Sorry. Yeah. Hurry up. Go. Every moment is deliberate. Needs to be deliberate.
But I can't.
What? You can't what? Put it around your neck. No, don't take that off.
Why?
What's the whole purpose?
I have my own injury.
Use that.
I don't know if we can use this.
All right. All right. So go ahead. Just put it down. Just put it down. Hurry up and drive carefully, please, and don't speed. Ciao. Have you heard the 2025 wrap up yet? No, I have not. Right. It's not really a show without Che in the background. But Che better get in the car and go to school. Hi, Georgiana. No, can you share? Can somebody share who wants to come up and share? Who wants to come up and share? Good morning, Tyrone. So I spent the first 20 minutes of this show. I could have been here earlier. I was in the kitchen trying to rip the Pepsi wrapper off of the bottle of Pepsi because you know how I love my plastic toxins, right? And then I said, bitch, just pour it in a cup. And I got a new nifty ice machine for Christmas. The lighting shows how bad my vision is because these look like Coke bottles. I thought of that because I'm drinking Pepsi. But we got us some light. Y'all can't say nothing about the light. And actually, is it too much light? Is it too much light, guys? Good morning from good morning, Northern Ireland. Are you really from Northern Ireland? And what's in Southern Ireland? How you Northern? Lighting's good? Okay. Because it looks very, very bifocally. Very transition-y. Yep. Icon. All right, I'm good. Thank you, Elaine. Appreciate you. So yeah, I got a nifty ice machine over the holidays, and it makes little pebbly ice, but it's a heavy duty because I got tired. Thank you, Vintage. I got tired of the ice machines. They work for like 9 months, and then all of a sudden they stop working. Now, probably it might be because of scaling, or it might be because of something I'm not doing right. But this is the third ice machine. And it was a little pricey, but it was on the Black Friday price. Pebble ice is so good because if you're an ice eater, which I used to be, I'm not anymore. Oh my God, the Pebble ice is so good. My ice machine, hold on, let me go find the name. Hold on. AEITTO. AEITTO. Somebody put that in the chat. We're just getting started. AEI. I'll put it in here. AEITTO. Thank you, Tranquil. Hi, LaShawn. Oh, thank you. These are courtesy of what's the girl's name that does the earrings? Why am I forgetting? Shoot. Because it's a strange name. Thank you, Tranquil. You can support in any way you choose. Being here is the hugest. Just showing up for me. So who's doing that 2025 wrap up? Who am I inviting up to do that? Y'all scared? Well, maybe Vintage will do it. Maybe Vintage will do it when she gets up here. Good morning, Antigua. Antiguan gal. Good morning. This is fun. This is more fun probably than any radio show I've done because now I'm like directly, you know what I mean? It's not one phone call at a time. It's everybody. And you know how we carry on, Icon Revolt. You know how we carry on our lives. No, I mean Skills or Uncle Murders 2025 wrap up. Jonesy, how you feel about Diddy Sons doing a special with Zeus Network? Didn't even know about it. I have been in a bubble. Like literally, I have been in a bubble of bitch, figure it out. So y'all gotta bring me up to speed. Because I get distracted. Once I start going down that rabbit hole with different networks and different TV shows, I can't just walk away. Like then I start either doing background research or I start binging a whole season, which by the way, right. So you missed the lives, right, Mobetta? And it's so good to see you, by the way. You missed the lives. I delete the lives. And then it's like it never happened. So somebody get Uncle Murders. Is that the best wrap up for 2025? So we'll get that for you. Good morning, Joe. Tell people, share, and like, please, and subscribe. And also, when you get a chance, please subscribe to Jonesy in the Morning so we can get off of the Pink Champs channel and go over there. Boogie Down Bronx. It wouldn't be the same without the Bronx in the building. What up, Dimples? What up, Kenny? Barry! Ray B, what up? Good morning. Estee Show, hey. Marsh Bonnie, Brooklyn, come on. Now we got our Brooklyn. We got our Boogie Down. Whoever, we got to do all the wrap-ups. We can do them all. We're staying till 10. Yesterday, I felt like 2 hours was too short. And it could have been just because I had just gotten here and I was just settling in, but I'm here as long as you guys want me here. And we got Harlem, obviously. Obviously. What up, Black Magic? Good morning to you. One of my favorite DJs, DJ Black Magic. So I'm still getting dressed as I'm putting together the show because things were more important than me getting dressed, right? The whole execution, I'm going to put the camera so you guys can see the merch and place your orders at Booking Jonesy. There's a banner. The Zelly address is the email address. So you guys can place your orders if you want Pink Champ or Pink Champ hoodie or Jonesy in the Morning t-shirt. I probably should keep that over here. You good? I'm talking to you. Check. I said, you good? You better hurry up. The traffic is going to defeat you. It's going to meet you and defeat you. This is why you have to leave early so you get in front of it. Love you.
Well, I gotta get this. I gotta get the thing out.
Cute, right? Courtesy of DJ Ted Smooth. And the Pink Champs t-shirt was me. East New York. Oh, come on, Willenboro. Trebbing Lane is where I lived in Willenboro. I feel like I've been all over. I done moved over 16 times, I think. All because of radio. Radio has not been good to me. Yes, the hoodie would be good for the gym. Yep, especially when you leaving. He don't. I wonder where Raul is. Why Raul ain't in the live? Hold on. I'm feeling away. You guys want music in the background or underneath? They're going to shut the live off. But if you want it, you can go for it. Good morning, nigga. Why you not in the live? Come in the live. Come to the YouTube, the Pink Champs page. All right, bye. And where's Messy Derek? See, that's the only thing. Now y'all think y'all got options. I love you too. Drive carefully, please. You got the Easy Pass? Not that there's any money on it. All right, so I got play your music. Don't jeopardize the live. Play your music. They even shut it down. Yeah, they'll shut it down with instrumentals. The problem with my music is they won't believe it's my music. And then by the time they do their investigation, I'm already striked. Right. No, I know there's a few websites where I can get music that's not copyright striking music. Yesterday I was on here. Some of you stopped by and you know, I was on here for hours with Giddy, getting all the tech stuff right. So we didn't have any issues. So today I'll work on the Google phone number so you can call me, and we'll work on the music, the friendly music. Okay. But we don't need music distracting us right now. We got to catch up. Where's Mike Sean? I think Mike Sean is doing his own thing. So I have a DistroKid. I can play my songs all day, and no one would care. They don't pay attention to my songs, which is fine. But okay. Good morning, Jonesies, Groansies. Are we going to do a roll call, a check-in, a borough check-in, a state, city check-in? Are we doing that? Color of the day. What's the color of the day? I think the color of the day should be mauve. Mauve, really? You know why? Because I have on like a mauve colored lipstick. I went to this Jack and Jill event and got a goodie bag and didn't really pay attention to the goodie bag immediately. And then as I'm straightening up, I found the goodie bag and it was real cute Ellen Tracy lipsticks. So maybe I can get an Ellen Tracy sponsorship or endorsement or advertisement or something. So I plan to have Ellen Tracy lips at least this week. So the color of the day is mauve. What up, Ohio? No, he's not in Texas. He might as well be. He's in Mount Laurel. So stupid. Why am I shady? Shout out to Mount Laurel. Everybody in South Jersey. Cinnaminson. Sicklerville. New Orleans. Philadelphia. Bluebell. Conshohocken. North Carolina. Where's Eric from South Carolina? Good morning, Shalonda. Good morning, folks. Good morning, people. Everybody gather around. Pull up a chair. I can't do this with you. You got to come in alive because I can't have two conversations going. You know, I got the ADD thing. So I saw that Salt and Pepper lost a lawsuit, and we talked about it briefly yesterday because we're actually going to get to interview Herbie Azor, aka Herbie Lovebug. So I was kind of falling back until we hear his side of things because I'm like, who was representing them? Top Dog Law? You mean to tell me that you did all of that waiting and all of that lawyering and didn't realize that the product that you are there trying to protect or trying to get ownership of is not theirs? That sounds fishy. That sounded fishy. Do I need some volunteers for what? To do what exactly? Probably. Oh, I mean, always, even in my life. But you know, I'm funny. I don't do new. I don't do new because I don't, you know. I don't trust easily, and I don't play well with others. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to meet you. You know what I mean? Like him from Harlem and Rocky from the formerly from the Blocky. They slowly worked their way into my life, calling, right? Top dog law. Like, what? I don't know what kind of lawyering that was. All right, so you get it. You know what I mean? They slowly worked their way in. Then they started coming to events so I could meet them and see if they're crazy or not, or the level of crazation before I accepted in. And even still, it's boundaried, but it's, safe enough for me to make them moderator, safe enough for me to invite them out, safe enough for me to say, come on in. You don't have to stand on the line outside. Come on in, sit with me, drink with me. There's a few people like that, but it took time. So, but thank you. I appreciate. But I feel like, when you get to a certain age, how many times you got to keep experiencing the same type of betrayal? That's a good topic, actually. Because you don't want to lock yourself out of trusting what the future might bring. But I'm freaking worn down with new, same old disappointments. Grayson, good morning. What up, Pyramid Beats? Yeah, it's just, that's just, I'm tired. I'm tired of taking chances. I'm tired of putting people on and expecting or just hoping that there would be a consideration. And I don't do it for that reason. I do it because if you're good at what you do, or there's something there and I have an opportunity and it ain't gonna hurt me, why not? But I don't know. And as we get older, we start carrying more shit with us. So you may not even intentionally meaning to fuck me around, and I just catch it by default, proximity, fuck around. I ain't got time or energy. Well, you don't have to miss me and Ron, Shalonda, because Ron starting tomorrow is going to be doing the Ron P Sports Report, which, by the way, this hour of Jonesy is brought to you by Scarlet Reserve Room, from legacy to legal. They're a dispensary down in Englishtown, New Jersey, and Will is the owner, and tell him Jonesy sent you. The Ron P Sports Report is brought to you still by Nationwide Bus Charter. And I don't have any sports because I'm weeping over my Eagles having lost. And don't you know Wayne, the Wayne maker, gonna text me last night while we were on here? Took him out. Oh, I hope you're not crying, you and Che. Hope you're not too sad about your Eagles. I had not even known, but it's all right. We'll be back next year. You can't erase what we've done. Just because we may not be doing it now, you can never erase what the Eagles have done. So thank you, Nationwide Bus Charter. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Isabella, who is on the dance team at Iona, and their basketball team is kicking pure ass. Yep. They also are Nationwide Bus Charter. They want to provide service for your groups, your teams, your school trips. They're super duper safe. I super duper endorse them. My Jack and Jill sisters have used them. I use them for all my events. And my girlfriend just did an HBCU tour and she used them, and they went all over in the South. So Nationwide Bus Charter. And then you tell them Jonesy sent you and they'll look out. The Sixers won? Come on, Sheila. That's Aunt Cookie. I'm always Philly all day. Somebody said, you always took them out Philly. Why don't you go back there? I never really left. So, yep. And I'm going to keep on being Philly all day. Why not? Philly was loyal to me. That's how you know the difference between grown folks and kids. Kids just talk reckless, like shit they're never going to experience the backside of life. Young adults, they just talk reckless, like because they're on the right path or what they think is the right path at that moment, that is going to continue to be the right path or a good path. They just don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mr. Grayson, I got the StreamYard working today. We put the time in last night. We were on here for like 3 hours. Giddy, me, and Vintage. And some of the you guys came in here. I guess you saw the notification, but we had to do it live in order to really see what was wrong. Right. When Philly was loyal and New York radio was not. That's right. Philly was there. So I ain't got to explain, nor will I. Yeah. So the younger demographic, they just, and you know what? It's our fault because they're our kids. And because we were so traumatized growing up, we made them soft. We made them super duper empowered. We made them unrealistically empowered. Because now, while I love the independence of it all, excuse me, sometimes it's a bit delusional, right? And it comes off as downright condescending, right? So, but they're going to learn. Talking about the young adults that think that their shit does not stink. I'm talking about the my shit don't stink champs. This is my pink champs. My shit don't stink champs. That's what I'm talking about. The difference. So that's a Jonesy gem. That's right. I'm going to always be Philly. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. You said I still can't stand Ebro or Envy. How did they get in a conversation? Hey, Nikki, good morning. What we talking about? Ebro and Envy? Why? Right. When you know better, you do better. All right. So I have some topics, unless you guys have your own. Feel free to drop them in the chat. And then I'll, Oh my God. See, this is why you can't rely on ChatGPT for your life. I asked ChatGPT to give me some hot topics. You know what the hot topic number one is? I can't even. Is loyalty dead in media? Or are talent finally waking up? That ain't what I wanted to talk about. I see you coming to Edison to the diner. Yes, I'll be in. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop distracting. We got a show to do. I can't focus on the comments and the topic. What up, Far Rock? I was talking about the Far Rock shop last night. I came across the hoodie, the sweatshirt that they gave me, and I was like, this is one of the best quality hoodies. I don't want to talk about that. It said Wyatt hits, mass shakeups in radio. So that means chat is listening to my business. Ugh. Maybe have a time frame to talk to us in the chat, and then you have your own thing. Okay. But that requires structure, of which I have none, which is what makes me so great at what I do. Because I'll be all over them, this motherfucker. Good morning, Merlin Chase. Good morning. So it said, is loyalty dead in media? Do companies expect loyalty without reciprocity? Is independence the new power move? What are your thoughts? Denham, I know that probably sounds like a fair question, but that's like last year's news. Not going into that. Yesterday, were you here yesterday with the rest of the class? We're not talking about any radio stations today, which is why I'm like, why would this topic come up? But it doesn't even have to be in media, just businesses overall. Do you feel valued at your job? Do you feel like your job is so important and what you bring to the job is so important that you're irreplaceable? And how do you, if you think that you're not irreplaceable and you know you need to have other shit going on, how do you do that without jeopardizing your main gig? and your main gig finding out, your main gig feeling away. We'll put that in the chat. Loyalty is a lost art. Having your own is the best. Podcasts took over. No jobs have loyalty to their staff. The hottest topic right now, 50 Cent, Jim Jones, and Cam. That's what I know. That is what I know. But so look, Mr. Crawford, good morning. And I got your order. Thank you for the support. Che is my my shipper now. So Thursday, I told him Thursday's the end of the week. We'll take all the orders. I got the Pink Champ hoodies and the Pink Champ tees available also. And he'll ship everything out on Thursdays. So good to see you. And I'm not done with my foot on Bergen's neck either. I just had to reshift my focus for a minute and I'll be right back in it. People, wait, I started my own S Corp 2 years ago. You are new media. People lost trust in media owned by corporations. A job is just a paycheck. No, it's evolved into better platforms. With independence, you can only be fired by you. Yeah. But what's the downside to this? The people at your job will lie in your face and then get the higher-ups to back up their lie. Yep. No, government jobs don't make you feel that way. Yeah, the nephew just left, which is crazy because he was 10 minutes away from you and always late for that. And now he's like an hour and 15 away from. Life is just so unpredictable, but we're going to talk about Jim and all of his drama at 7:30 with Vintage Opulence. And it's 7:30 now. So let me send the invites. Ow. Ow. Is it 7:30? Shit, it's after 7:30. Hold on. I'm going to send you the link to your phone. And if anybody has birthdays, better put them in the chat so we can put that. So I can play the birthday song. Oh, yeah, we're going to be out in Edison. Hard Friday night. It's Bookim's birthday. I'm performing. I have to. Every time somebody has a birthday, I feel like I should be the required performer so I can sing my birthday song. All right, I just sent it. And then I'm going to bring you up. Oh, I like that one better. How you framing? Yeah, this is giving bobblehead. I'm feeling bobblehead, bifocal, bobblehead, bad built bitch. Oh, I don't know. But the only other option is cataract surgery. Yep. And that's not even an age thing. My eyes been fucked up since childhood when I didn't want to put my glasses on when my mother was telling me to. So, kids, don't try that at home. Put a hat on and listen to your freaking parents. 50% of the time they get it right, and we do the best we can. So, we're going to have to deal with the bifocal. We're going to have to deal with the bobblehead. Yeah. Yeah, this is giving. You know what I think is happening? I think, and I am so like, I hashtag own my grown. I don't lie about my age. Actually, I put years on it manifesting that I make it there. But I think I'm getting that shrink. You know how older people start shrinking? Like remember when Reverend Al when he shrunk, he used to be fluffy, right? And then he shrunk and he stayed shrunk. Do y'all ever see older people shrinking? How you shrinking? How you shriveling? I think that's what's happening. I think I'm getting my old people shrink on. And I don't know what it looks like because my mom didn't live past 46. So I have no frame of reference of, that's what I'm going to look like. Right? All right, let me add you to the stage. Add you to the stage. My guest. Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jones. Good morning.
Welcome.
It's nice that everything is moving nice and smoothly.
Listen to me. I was up super duper early this morning, stressed out, thinking it was all going to disappear again like yesterday.
No.
You got the light worked, right?
Yes. You look nice and clear, bright.
Yeah, I moved the lights. I had to turn off the Christmas tree to get the light plugged in, but it's all right. It goes back on at 10 a.m.
All right. Well, really quickly, officially, welcome back to the spaces. We're just glad that you're here. You know, we want to ride this wave with you. We want to be around. And I want you to know that you have a place. Like there's a sector for you, because there's a sector for us, and we're in this age range where we don't know if we're old or if we want to be young, and that's not all of us. But it's okay to at your age and to enjoy what they would call old music. I call classics, but what they would call old school. Mm-hmm. It's okay to embrace your age, and you don't have to be a YN or an old head.
Right.
So,
auntie. I don't like the auntie shit.
Look at them, the nurses, you guys.
Oh, wow.
So shout out to the nurses that's on strike. Let's hope.
How do we get to that? Like that? This whole world is unrecognizable.
It's a mess and unrecognizable from what people are now starting to believe and how they're starting to live their lives to the physical of like buildings going up and different kind of stores, and it's just a whole different place.
Yeah, tiny houses. So, they say tiny houses. Mondami is approved for people to build tiny homes in their backyards and rent them out or let family live in there. You guys have seen the tiny homes. They don't cost more than maybe $5,000 or $10,000, but you get a whole home. It's just
you can get the foldable ones. Also IKEA, not IKEA. Home Depot sells them. So yeah, you can get a nice little. I love tiny houses. I used to watch that show all the time, and I kind of want my mother to put one in her backyard.
I love that show too, and I like some of the tiny houses be tricked out. I love them.
Yeah, but I'm at your old stomping ground. Dropping my son off at his school at LaGuardia.
Ow! Come on.
And he's in the back sleeping.
No, as he should be.
All right, so let's get this started. So you guys, yesterday we started. Someone in the chat was talking about Dame and Jim Jones, and it's a mess. Jim is kind of like, Jim and Dame is beefing. Jim and 50 is beefing. 50 and Dame is beefing. 50 and Jim is beefing, and it's just a whole triangle of drama that really doesn't even, where everyone. I believe everyone is, and not even so much 50, but I just think it's like a whole clout thing. Yeah. And the only one I don't think that really cares for the clout is Dame. I think that people should just leave him alone and respect him. Dame has what people think Jay-Z and Puff did for hip hop. I think Dame has done for hip hop just as much.
But get into the exact what happened, because what I saw was Jim brought some goons with him to Dame. Dame was outside. I don't think he had a shirt on, and he had on some shorts. And Jim was directing one of the goons to fuck him up. He said, go fuck him up. But why you didn't do it?
So it started off with Chrissy and Dame's girlfriend at the time arguing about Lady Vamp. Remember Jim Jones had Vamp Life, the clothing brand, and then he had the female one. So Chrissy and Dame's wife was arguing about it. I guess Chrissy called Jim, or maybe he was on the phone and Jim Jones heard, and he called the goons to come and jump Dame. Dame, you can hear him in the video saying, you fight me. I like you come and fight me. He said, you go to the gym. What you got all those muscles for if you're not gonna fight?
Hold on.
But Chrissy was in the middle, and someone in the chat said that she was like beefing with Dame. Chrissy was actually there to calm it down. So when Jim Jones was saying what the guys were gonna do to Dame, she kept saying, "No, they're not. No, they're not." So shout out to Chrissy, even though it kind of started from her drama with Dame's girlfriend.
Right.
She was there to step in the middle to make sure, because she still has respect for Dame. You go through misunderstandings.
But that's too silly. For that, you gonna have somebody fucked up? Like, we're adults, so people can't have differences of opinion. And why you in female shit? Or is that just your excuse to be able to jump up in Dame's face? But then you're not even doing the jumping. You directing the jump.
Exactly.
Then Mama Jones is upset because 50 got pressure on Jimmy, and she and I talked last week, and she was like, I don't like that. I don't like that, because whenever 50 sees me, he calls me mom. He's very inviting and warm to me, but you can't go after my son. So I sent her the clip of him directing the goon to fight Dame. I sent it to her. She didn't respond to that. She, asked me to be a guest on her cooking show.
Yeah, people are gonna glide. They're gonna glide over whatever
I'm
they want to glide over.
I'm gonna glide back because
But you know something though, I think that's not a surprise to us. We already know that Jim, he seems like an angry person. Like he likes to yell a lot and just be screaming at the phone or different things. But we kind of figured out about Dame. About Jim. Like, we kind of know that he's angry, and that's what he does. He travels with his Bloods and his goons, and that's just what they do. He's the head honcho, so he's not going to be fighting anyone. He's going to send his guys to fight. But that actually happened some years ago. And since Jim Jones wanted to call Freaky Zeke and Cameron soft, that's why the video came out, because they were beefing under Cameron's post. So once he called Freaky Zeke soft, Freaky put the video out. So that happened a while ago. But last year, some guys bumped into Dame, and they did ask him how he felt about it and what was going on. And he basically said that since Jim wanted to call the goons, like, not that he had a problem or he didn't have a problem, but he wanted to fight Jim. Like, you don't go through all that because y'all are brothers, or they were brothers. He said he still considers Jim a brother. He still has love for him, Chrissy, and his son. He said he still sees Jim's son, and he still has respect for them, and he still considers him his brother. But he did call Jim to talk about what happened, and also just to test the waters to see like how he would have to move moving forward. So now, if I see you in the street, I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's love. Little misunderstanding. It is what it is. I'm willing to move past it, but I need to know where your head is at. So when I see you in the street, do I need to, get ready to start boxing, or are we just gonna pound it up and then keep it moving?
The bottom line, the fact that there was someone taping it gives me setup.
Many people, yeah, it was, of course.
It's contrived. So how real is it? Like, I just look. Thank you guys. The comments in the comment section. Thank you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to. I had the battery on the computer started to die, so I had to jump up for that, and then I had to get the birthdays out the chat. The whole videotaping, documenting, all that shit is corny. That shit is corny. And you keep on. 50 don't stop. That nigga don't stop. That's why I said this is not going to end well with him and Papoose. Where did that come from?
That came from because somebody did an AI about Papoose and Clarissa, some old school movie, and 50 threw it up. So then Papoose started. So that 50 did start with Papoose. 50 did start with Papoose, but he kind of ceased it because Clarissa was a big fan of his, or still is, and I believe 50 brought her out, or he walked with her at one point, sometime in her career.
Okay, so that's a safe troll. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's like, he's gonna leave her alone.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So
I mean,
look. So now he got time to play with Jim.
Yeah, he got time to play with all four of them.
Bully. Don't nobody like a bully.
Do you feel like 50 is a bully?
No, I was talking about Jim.
Yeah, okay. No, because there are people that saying that 50 is being a bully.
I mean he so the only reason why I don't consider 50 a bully is because I've been paying attention to his targets, and see, a lot of people are too young to remember from whence it began. I was there. So I remember how when he came out with that first song, Robbing the Industry, Art of Robbing the Industry, and how to rob, how Diddy and all the young black record execs that saw what was happening to their artists, they got together and told the labels, do not sign that nigga. Do not sign 50. He had to go to the West Coast with Jimmy Iovine and Dre and do that record with The Game, because they were the only ones that weren't conceding with Diddy and all the others that tried to blacklist him, right? So now y'all thought he forgot. He didn't forget. He tapped into that Cancer energy, borrowed a little bit of Scorpio, sprinkled with Aries, and is here to fucking play. So I get it.
Because he has time, and he has the money, and he has the space to do all of that. And he waited his turn. A New York rapper had to go to California to get signed by somebody from Detroit.
And he didn't even like Game, really, because you see how fast he jumped in and out of that shit.
Yeah.
Game did not necessarily see eye to eye. And I fuck with both of them separately, but he had to, you know what I mean? And at that point, it wasn't popular to be on the West Coast. It wasn't popular. That season was not completely resolved. But
that whole after Tupac, yep. And then especially somebody from New York going to Cali to get signed was.
That's what I mean. It wasn't a popular thing. Like, what? Y'all made him appear to be the ops. We might not have power. How you force? Yeah, we might not have power, force, BMF, none of that shit. He could have given up.
We could have did without BMF and just went a little longer with power, but it is what it is. I'll watch it if it's on. It is what it is. But you're so right. And 50 is one of those artists that now I know I don't know him, but I'm a ride for him. It is what it is. Like, because he was the black sheep, and he still is actually.
He was the underdog. He's always fighting the underdog shit. Got money law, and then remember he was down with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd flipped on him.
And when he woke up that morning and he was like, why Floyd said F him, Nelly F his baby mother, so and so did such and such. Why he woke up and said fuck 50. So you're right. You're right. And I'm glad that you could see the kind of person that 50 is from the way Yayo and Uncle Murder speak about him. And then also other people, because he does have people that's behind the scenes that's been riding with him for many years. They say once you are loyal to 50 and once he knows you, then he's going to be loyal to you.
Let me tell you something. I agree with that completely. Him and Envy have a very tight friendship relationship, because Envy was one of the people that stuck by him during his popular season and his ugly duckling season, if you will. But I can speak firsthand about the loyalty, because when they banned his ass from New York radio, he couldn't get no interviews. Not even Flex was fucking with him.
Well, you know who did that?
He called me. I know. He called me as I had that Sunday night show. This was my transition from New York to Philly. And I had just gotten kicked off the Star and Buck Wild show, so they compensated me with that Sunday night show. It was a countdown show. And his people called me and asked if he could come. And I was like, absolutely. But I guess they thought I was going to drink the Kool-Aid and be like, oh, no, I'm sorry. We can't have him up here. No, he can come. And he came. and he stayed and he played his music and we had a great interview. And after that, anytime I called and asked for anything, he gave my nephews tickets in Switzerland. They were going to
Nice.
Switzerland on tour, and my little nephews asked if I could get. He gave them and their friends tickets, backstage passes, pictures with them. Came out, was like boxing them, punching them in their chests and stuff. And he didn't have to do all that. Because at
Right.
that point, I think I was in Philly. Nobody was even checking, and he did. So I can speak to the loyalty. So I'm riding for him also.
And that's another thing. 50 checks for people who other people are not checking for. And he does a lot of things behind, and he keeps it quiet. He like Fetty Wap. Fetty was locked up for what, 3 years? 50 was basically the only one putting money on his books.
I mean,
Like for the whole time.
but didn't Fetty Wap fuck around and not step up to one of the baby moms? Didn't one of the baby moms have a child with disabilities or something?
That's not you talking about. That's not his baby. That's not Fetty's baby. Her
Was he on one of them reality shows, or the baby mother was on one of them reality shows, and she was like,
so he started out with Masika. Masika was on Love and Hip Hop.
"Yup."
And then Masika was pregnant. The
Yeah.
Masika's daughter is his. But what's the other girl's name from
Masika's daughter had disabilities or something. Somebody's child had.
No, not Masika's daughter. The other girl. What the hell is her name? Anyway, the other girl does, yeah, but that's not. She was saying that was Fetty Wap's baby, but that's not his. Her father actually started to come into her life later on, like after Fetty was locked up, and that was another big thing. Masika made that a big thing.
And say all that stuff, because now how do I get out of my anger at him? The fuck?
No, you just got to get out of it because that's not her father. And he tried to do what he had to do, like take care of his responsibilities until that DNA came out. Masika wasn't playing with that. So
see, and I'm sick of bitches being invested in the damn the semen, because he's out there, he's outside, but stop being so damn invested and forcing these tests. Maybe. I'm conflicted.
Well, you know what? It's we don't hear that much about Fetty and his kid issues. Because I think that he only has that one from Masika, and then it was the one with the other girl. I cannot remember her name. But who we should be worried about and who needs to be taking DNA, who actually probably needs his damn balls cut off, is Stephon throw that ass in the circle digs.
Oh my gosh, because all them pregnancies ain't nothing but a deflection from your spiciness.
Listen, hello? You see him with that Chanel, what they want to call a hand warmer, but all he did was take the damn sash and put it inside, and his hands was messing with the damn sash on the inside. Like, that's a purse.
That is a fucking clutch. It's a clutch. It's a clutch. And why are the girls so quick to? I mean, did they come up with a cure for all the sexually transmitted diseases? And I missed that memo. Because why are y'all so quick to let niggas just be in you? Just when a man is in you unprotected, you outside of that, you get that energy.
Yeah.
It's different for women. They're not letting us inside of them when we have relations. We let them inside of our bodies, and that energy transfer does not disappear.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, Cardi was on video telling her fans to start taking PrEP, because they were talking about like her sex life and Stephon, and then a little bit in the comments they were talking about the other kids or whatever. She was like, just take PrEP. That's what they do. They mess with each other in that industry circle, and then they just take a bunch of medication and they just keep giving it to each other.
That's insane. Like
it is insane. It's disgusting. But what can we, everybody, well, they have money and they can afford this. It's stupid though. It's still, having money and being smart are just two different things. You can have all the money in the world. That don't mean that you should be having a bunch of kids.
A bunch of kids, a bunch of sex, but possibly not going to live a long life to take care of all the kids. Speaking of which, we say what we say. I said what I said about Fifth being loyal, and someone in the comments said, what about him mentally not supporting his son?
The older son?
They didn't specify. They just said 50's a lame for not mentally supporting his son.
I mean, mentally supporting someone is not, I mean, that's not what the boy wants. The boy wants to be financially supported.
No, I think
And
he is
let's not,
financially. He might be financially supported through the courts,
no,
maybe, or
no, that's over. He's like almost 30. No,
then
that's
you
done.
gotta get your own support. Like just because your dad is who your dad is, maybe there's something to be learned through dad putting the law down on some hard-earned work ethic.
Let's mention that 50 was paying his mother 100 and something thousand a month for child support out of just off the top of his. They didn't go to court or anything, and she had already had another child. She has a daughter as well.
Yeah,
So
but that ain't
he's
got nothing to
50.
do with you. If we moved on, we moved on. You still want to take care
Exactly. Exactly. But don't think that that money that he was giving her wasn't going towards, because she was a single mother with that daughter. So where was the money going to come from? She wasn't working. So 50 is taking care of 2 kids.
But you got no. But look, if you were with me and I had a child with you, right, and then we decide to go our separate ways, should I stop living my life and moving forward because you want me to move forward, right? And what I do with your child, the time that I spend with your child, is time taken away from the other child. So should not be able to, like, I don't get the understanding of why a mother who was in a relationship with someone have to explain if the money is totally for this child or if the money is being shared. If it's for your child and your child is in my household that now has another child, we're a family unit, and that's just
Well, not if you going on social media. You and the kid is going on social media talking crap about me. So eventually he got tired of what was going on while he's paying, giving her whatever money for whoever it is that she's taking care of, and took her to court. And the judge drastically dropped what he was giving her. And that's why the son started coming.
You froze.
So he was giving her.
You froze. All right, you back. The judge drastically stopped because she went on. Well, that was stupid. That was
no, not because she went on, but because he just felt like this man is giving you $100 and something thousand, where if he was to be in court, that wouldn't be what we make him give you monthly. So now you want more money. He's already giving you more money without y'all being in court. So now I'm gonna give you what you're supposed to get.
You always roll the dice when you go in front of the judges. It's always a roll of the dice, and they go by financials. So that might have been a time when 50 was filing bankruptcy, because he just said, I'll file bankruptcy.
It went down, and that's when the son said, "How am I supposed to get by on $4,800 a month?"
Like, you not realize that for a lot of people, that's a lot of money, and you'll make it get a job, right? And then you won't be completely relying on the $4,800 a month.
That's the thing. They don't want to work. They want 50 to pay for everything. So, I mean, I would never, I would hope that at least someday 50 and his son can get right. But it doesn't matter who it is. It could be your son, your sister, your mother, your father. It doesn't matter. When they start shitting on you because you're not doing what they want you to do or giving them how much they want you to give them, then that becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. And then you're going on social media talking shit. The baby mother is going on different platforms and having interviews talking about 50. It doesn't. And the last interview that she did, she said something about 50 hit her in front of her daughter, and that's when she knew that it was a wrap for them. So that daughter doesn't belong to 50. So she's making it seem like her and 50 got back together. And I'm not even seeing that timeline. Like, where did that even happen at? But that part of her story, I don't believe. But she said that he was abusive, and he hit her in front of her daughter, and she knows that he abused other girlfriends or whatever. But I don't know. I don't remember anything coming out. There was one woman that said 50 did something to her. I believe that he just settled, and that was it.
Well, look, for those of you, don't try this at home, because you're not 50 and you ain't got 50's resources. and all of that trying to quit a job so you don't. So when you show up in child support court, you don't have to pay. Depending on where you are, New York don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Jersey doesn't necessarily care for no baby daddy nonsense. It depends on the judge you get that day. New York will bring the hammer down. New York will bring the hammer down. Because if you don't take care of it, then that means that you're on the state's budget. And we ain't got
right. And some way they're gonna come after whoever's on that birth certificate if somebody is on that birth certificate. Because they're gonna get their money back somehow. Yeah. But I do wish that 50 would leave Jake alone.
Say it again.
No, Marquise never what?
Never said anything negative about his dad. That's
Go on YouTube and look at his lives. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. There's evidence. There's a lot of evidence.
And then somebody just said
both him and his mother.
He beat up Daphne. There was a complaint probably when he found out about the freak offs with Puff.
I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna just Daphne. I'm not believing anything that she says. Sorry, I am not gonna believe Jane Doe.
So what happens when Diddy actually does get out? What's your prediction?
I think that I hate to say that he would still be ignorant and still be doing the nonsense, but I don't think that he learned his lesson.
Do you
because he didn't get
learning his lesson?
I do because I want to see what's going to happen again. But how is the industry going to treat him? Because there's a lot of people that's really quiet, and his bestest friend, his brother, done said that they don't even really know each other. They just business partners. I mean, they just, they just co-workers. So, you don't have Jay.
Diddy better lay low.
Let's see if he's going to take Whitney's advice.
Or he could, if Diddy started a church, would people go? If Diddy came out, talked that right talk, didn't seem like, could he mace his way out of his past?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be like a Mace's way out because Mace didn't do anything before he did to
no,
leave.
meaning becoming a man of the cloth. Meaning, you know how Mace went and became a pastor.
Who the hell gonna believe? I think people are just gonna tune in for the fuckery. Puff can't pastor nobody.
But the world is such an upside down place right now. We say this.
He does have a lot of supporters. He still does have a lot of supporters. It's just
they say he should move to Bali.
How many? Oh,
he should have done that before the trial. Russ wasted no time.
And Kimora already called him out and asked him why he didn't come out here.
Better. Yeah, there will always be sheep. Yeah, there's something going on with Kimora, but we can save that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Was there anything else before I get to the birthdays? Was there anything else you wanted to share today?
Minnesota is a mess. They are suing DHS, so let's see what happens with that.
Because they're trying to interrupt and fuck up the investigation because they want to hide and lie and protect that ICE idiot that killed that woman and then said fucking bitch after he did it. Like, I'm not going to unsee that.
Well, the Attorney General, Keith Ellison, he said that they are poorly trained and very aggressive. And I do agree with that. And they need to start suing.
And
but
how fucked up must the wife that the woman left behind feel? Because he got mad because of what the wife was saying. He got mad because the wife was like, go get some lunch, buddy, and tried to get in the car. And he shot the woman, the partner, because those words got to his soft shell ego.
It's so weird though that nowadays, since Trump is allowing them, to get this immunity and he's, they're going to stick by them and they're going to die on that hill. Their first instinct is to shoot because they know that they can get away with it. All they got to do is say, I fear for my life.
Right.
Like y'all told that lady to leave. She starts driving off and then you start busting your gun. You should have just got out of her way.
He was mad because the wife was saying, go somewhere. The wife had just told him off. That's why he did that. Because she was talking to the other guy. She was like, I'm not mad at you. I don't have, and then she gets killed
Yeah.
because her wife was talking the hot shit.
Yeah, it's all very
That's why
sad.
they don't want it getting out. That's why they don't want no investigation, because from one investigation comes 101 investigations. This is where we need 50.
Listen, well, I mean, I don't know how much we're gonna get from 50 because you know he is a Trump supporter.
I don't know if he's a Trump supporter or a Republican. And Republican more on paper with his bank account than their beliefs. In
Well,
my opinion.
that part, yes, that part I do believe. But yeah, he is he's a Trump supporter. He's a Mondani hater. But again, I didn't start liking 50 for his political views.
Yeah.
And people are entitled to do what is best for them. We would never know. Well, at least I would never know because that's not my tax bracket. And you know, I don't know why celebrities do what they do. Just like I don't know why Nikki sat on that woman's couch, but she did what she did. That's not gonna make me not support her and ride for her the way I've been doing.
You asked what I wanted to get to now, the Nicki Minaj, because you are the poster child for Nicki Minaj, for being a Nicki Minaj fan.
Yes,
and now
I'm an elite barb. I'm not a fan, but go ahead.
Okay, sorry. And I meant that in the most endearing of ways. You know that.
Yes,
but
yeah.
Do you co-sign with her? But maybe it's betrayal of her people who said that she ain't ever like had no type of reverence to them, and she's simply using that to maybe get pardonism for her husband and her brother.
Well, I mean, that whole thing is gonna always come out about her brother and her husband, just because it's some kind of, you know, just dirt to throw on her. But Nikki don't have anything to do with what the hell her brother and her husband did when she wasn't there. Now her brother, I know the charges and whatever, and he's doing his time. But as far as Kenny, which is her husband, the girl was a year older than him. You guys can go on YouTube and search Jennifer Huff or Jennifer Hugh, however her last name is pronounced. But she has backtracked a couple of times. She's went on a number of platforms and backtracked. She said that she spoke to the judge. The judge told her to speak to the DA. No one wanted to listen to her when she was telling them that her mother or whoever the person that was taking care of her at the time was telling her to lie. So she said that they didn't listen to her, so they continued the trial. This is a 16-year-old boy with no money, 16-year-old black boy with no money. Let's not act like the courts don't railroad black guys or black boys or black people when we don't have the money to have the proper representation.
That is a fact. Both things.
Okay, so if the girl is on, she might not be on court record saying that she wants to backtrack because they didn't pay her any attention. But she is on YouTube records saying that she backtracked.
People in the chat are saying there were other girls, though. She never co-signed her brother, and that's why her and her mom fell out years back. Sheether is still bumping.
Sheether's not bumping, but okay.
She's an opportunist. There's another video that lady was blocking the road. Oh, that's another. Yeah. So the deporting of Nicki Minaj, are you for or are you against?
I'm neither, because that's not how deportation works. So you can sign your life away and nobody's going to
bring it upon herself.
Did she? I guess you could say any kind of actions that we take or anything that we say, we would bring something onto ourselves. But that's just closed-minded people. Like, you know, it is what it is. People are going to stand by. My thing is, you have some people, because she didn't lose many fans the way y'all think that she did. But you have some people that saying, I used to ride for Nikki with her brother and with her husband, but you draw the line at her sitting at with a mic with a Republican. That's where you draw the line at?
I don't know if it was just that the girl is a Republican. We're talking about the Charlie Kirk wife girl.
Yeah.
That's a little dirtier. She's a little dirtier than just being a Republican, because her husband, he had a lot of ill, nasty thoughts and ways and put a lot of nasty, harmful things in motion. So I think it's a little more than the political party. But for her to be praising Trump, who is a killer, and I'll say it, He's a criminal. He's all things bad, in my opinion. That is probably what's getting mushed together in the whole just throw Nikki away bag.
And I get it. I'm never gonna throw her away. But yeah, if you don't know, Nikki's house was swatted about 5 times last year, and she begged and pleaded with the Democrats and with Gavin Newsom to help her. Crickets, nothing. They had Megan up on stage shaking her ass. They had Cardi saying Trump says. They had Beyonce up there. They had Kelly up there. They had the people that they wanted. They didn't care about Nikki. They didn't care about her house being swatted, that she has a little toddler in her house. They don't care. So she's going to the people that came to her. She didn't go looking for the Republicans. The Republicans came to her. Now, whether they want to whether they're using her or not, I believe that she's using them just as much as they're using her, if that's the case. But at some point, you have to go to where you're going to be secured, where you turn, where where people are going to be protective of you. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I'm not going to throw her away because that's what she decided to do. I don't like the fact that she did that. But again, I'm not Nikki. I can't be mad at another grown person for the things that they do.
Yeah, no.
It is what it is.
But we could talk about it. And I would like to say the Republicans have reached out to me. You saw yesterday, I showed you that invitation.
And that's why I was telling you, you just have to have an open mind, especially if you know that person personally. Like, you're not going there to sit with Trump. She didn't go sit with Trump. She didn't go sit with Van. She may have had some nice things to say that we don't agree with, but I think that she was playing her role for where she was at.
Which brings me to this point, and then we'll get to the birthdays, and then we'll move on, guys. Thank you. I'm watching your comments, but I want to say, so is this a lesson to putting your neck out there for your spouse? And now your ass is going to face some harsh consequences because you thought you were protected, because she could have kept quiet. You know what I mean? But she put a neck out there to try and get her spouse some protection. And now her ass is getting shipped off.
She's not going anywhere. That's not how it works.
But she don't need this type of aggravation in her life, whether it happens or not. Who wants to be walking around every day thinking today is the day it's going down?
She doesn't, but I mean, you love who you love who loves you, that man is her protector. Like, that man is her protector. That's why a lot of things didn't have, like, the conservatorship. That's why a lot of things have not happened to Nikki yet, because she has that man in her pocket. Because, like, so we can't. I mean, that is her freaking. They've known each other since they were younger.
You gotta be smart. You still gotta be.
You do have to be smart, but I mean, do you just throw your heart away because
no? But you don't
other
go
people.
You don't go that far out, especially when you know you got some shit that could be that niggas could come and look in your closet.
That's true, but everybody moves how they move. So hopefully, she sat and she pondered, she thought about what was going to happen and how things going to move.
I don't know if she's mentally
in the future.
I don't know if she's mentally well, because before this, wasn't she kicking up a fight with Rock Nation? And I only say that because it's not mentally well for anyone to start fights with multiple people that have multiple money. That's not mentally well for anybody on any given day.
I wouldn't say that she's not mentally well. I just think that she's tired of the BS. She's tired of everything. And again, like 50, when you wait,
her not mentally well. If you get tired and exhausted and you're fighting over here and you're fighting over there, you're not resting, you're not recalibrating properly, perhaps that's not. I'm not saying mentally not well, as in she's
like taking medication and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, I'm not
okay.
saying, I'm just saying
right. Well, that's what everyone else is saying.
Well, no, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm just saying, from having not been mentally well myself a few times in my life. You know what I mean? These seem like decisions she's making from a mentally unwell position. And I just don't want it to cost her her freedoms. You know what I mean? Because she still went to music in our high school. Ow. It always comes back to me. Today is your birthday.
All right, before we go, I just like 50, she waited until she got the courage and got the backing and felt fearless where she can stick up for herself now, whether she's fighting 100 or 200 people. How are we fighting as Barbs? How are we fighting? And that's what we're going to do. But before I go, real quick, my son wanted me to mention, if there's any Stranger Things fans out there, he just wanted y'all to know that the creators, they wrote the last season is AI, and that's why Millie Bobby Brown is upset. I'm not a fan, but he wanted me to mention that.
I love that you remembered that. Show him this. Go to 1:15 and 34 seconds when you get home tonight. Show him that mom remember, and that's going to mean a lot to him.
Yeah, it is.
That's dope. If today is your birthday, hold on a second. The speaker was supposed to pick it up first. If today is your birthday, happy birthday, Capricorns. You celebrated
happy birthday.
Yeah, Che Bella, whose birthday I think it was Sunday. I think Mary's birthday was Saturday. Angie Martinez's birthday I think was Saturday. Marcella Precise, her birthday was Saturday. My sister Audrey, her birthday was Sunday. Danica from New Jersey. Joseph Langley's birthday was a couple of days ago. Happy birthday. Keep on
happy birthday. Oh, and I want to shout out to QT. She's another YouTuber. Her birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Cutie.
Happy birthday.
And it was a pleasure. And let me see what I can get together for this wrap up, and then I'll let you know. But
looking forward. Thank you, Vintage.
All right, good night.
You gotta go to work.
See y'all later. Yes, well, I'm both.
Okay.
Both.
I love the multitasking.
All right, later.
Thanks, sis.
Yes, we do. Later.
Hey. Mary is doing a residency. More shows of her acting like she don't want to be there. That's what I'm reading the chat now. Happy birthday to all my Jonesy Grownsies. I wish for you this year a year of clarity, a year of peace, a year of doing what the fuck you want to do just because, and being able to sustain it. Friday, we're going to be celebrating with another fancy schmancy Capricorn, DJ Bukim, who's my friend, my brother. So if you're in Jersey, pull up to the Skylark Diner. It's really like a lounge. It's one half is diner, one half is like clubby. But you can be in both areas. And it goes down Friday night. I'm performing this and my new joint with DJ Ted Smooth. He'll be in the building also. So I would love to see you guys there. And thank you, Dwayne. That's the way, Dwayne. Start popping up. Mike Jones, you know I'm a Scorpio too. So belated happy birthday, Mike. You said my birthday was November last year. Stop it. Scorpios always want to come in. Always want to come in and take over. The name of the place on Friday is Skylark, the Skylark Diner. It's on, I don't even know what it's on. Is today the 14th? Or is that tomorrow? I have lunch with my friends on my birthday is October 24th. Hey. Now I can let it play all the way without Wayne cutting my shit off. What time is the party? I don't know. Like party time. Today's the 13th. Okay. Okay. Thank you, LaShawn and Nikki. Now this will be interesting if I get a strike for this. Because I don't even know if it's like on the radar like that. But all right, let's move on. Make sure to get me the birthdays that you have that you want recognized, right? It's easier probably if you put them in that day so I can just start writing them down. But the earlier you're in here, the better chance you have of me getting your birthday or that of your loved one or that of your friends or whatever. The greater chance early in the morning. Because now I'm seeing when this stream starts going, it goes. And I can't even, they can strike it if it's my song because they will question who is that. And then when I say it's my song, it's like 3 months have gone by, right? And I don't know if they're going to take the strike away. So you said shaking these drawers in the bed. Well, bring them drawers to Skylark Diner Friday. It's going to be a good one. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's cold. I'm showing up for my friends that show up for me. And Bukim is one of those people. You find out who people are when you're going through transitions in life. And I'm just not going to forget. And I'm not feeling guilty. I'm not going to let nobody say, oh, you got to let go shit. Nope. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to let them go. So, all right. Let me get out of this. Oh, Route 1. Thank you, Court. Pay attention to the Cash App and the Zelly information again. If you want some Pink Champ merch, or if you want the classic merch, just place your order at the Booking Jonesy. It's right there going across the screen at the bottom. Place your order. If you need me for any other business, you can also reach me there at Booking Jonesy. I'm doing the pop-outs, the best friend in my head pop-outs. So if you want me to come, hang out with you, you don't have a big budget, I'm in, I'm out, get your pictures, get your, whatever it is, your conversation, a one-on-one pitch. Maybe you're trying to get to me directly. You can email me about those as well. And we'll figure out, based on your budget, we'll figure out what it is. I thank you. I appreciate that. So, okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you. Kim is showing love for the show. I didn't even have to send the collection plate around yet. That'll be Thursday. All right, hold on. All right, so where are we going now? Good morning, Barbecue B. Good morning. This hour of Jonesy is brought to you by Scarlet Reserve Room. From legacy to legal. They're on Hamilton Street in Englishtown, New Jersey, and they deliver. They're a dispensary, and they deliver. So check them out, please. Tell them Jonesy sent you. Let me screenshot the amount of viewers I have at this particular time. That is good. Thank you all we got a nice crowd. Come on, crowd. How you crowd? Thank you for coming and staying and sick and steady. What are the size ranges for apparel? I mean, what I have on hand right now, I think I ordered large and extra large. Maybe. Yeah. But, excuse me. But obviously, the print's already made. So if we have to order larger sizes or smaller sizes, we can do that too. And what I learned about the sizes when I got my 90s Girls t-shirts is there are less small people. People be wanting to have some room. And small is, you know what I mean? It's difficult to really size based on the shirt brand. But we'll figure it out. I'll get some smalls. Let me write this down before I forget this. Small Pink Champ hoodie. Pink Champ hoodies. And I might get some Jonesy in the Morning hoodies too. Why not? What are the prices again for the 25? 25. LaShawn is so stupid. You need a 2X, double X. Let me get double X's. Probably just to get all the. In the Jonesy in the Morning or the Pink Champ? Please have one of the boys model the hoodie and shorts for us men so we know what size to get. Will do. How does the medium fit? Is it a bug fit Pink Champ shirt and hoodies? Huh. Is it snug fit? You probably meant to put. I'll play with it tonight. I think I have. Wait, they might be under this table. Hold on. I think they're under this table. I have the boxes from when they cleaned out my office. And these were in the office. These are the hoodies. This is a large. Let me see if I have a larger size. Hold on 1 second. This one looks like it might be larger. This is a larger size, and you need it. It's just me opening it. So when you receive it, you're like, this was open. Just know yours was opened by me. Just for size and purposes. Oh, this is a large too. I could have kept it closed. It looked larger. Do I need to take the large out? Oh, thank you, the Murray Sway. Do you guys? So let me try it on for you. And that way you can see the fit. Let me try it on. Hold on. This is weird, but don't pay me no attention. I just want this to slide over me like smoothly. It's roomy. I already feel room in the sleeves, but hold on. So how we looking? I'm not putting the hood on my head. I'm not doing that. So this is how big it expands. This is a large. Now, mind you, I have shrunk. It's Groansy shrinkation. Is that good? Can I take it off now? All right, this is a unisex fit, someone said. Okay. What size did I pick? This is a large. Can you show what's on the hood after you take it off? Oh, I sure can. That is the woman or the person. I don't think I met them. I had to, well, I don't know. Maybe they were listening. They made these hoodies for me, and I don't even know who the person is to thank them personally. Because even on the card that I found much later, it didn't have a name. It was the person's business. And I want to give them repeat business, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. All right, hold on. Hold on. I don't mind trying stuff on for you guys because number one, that's business. That's customer service. And number two, you guys waited a whole month for me to get my shit together and be here. Actually, it was longer because I should have been doing YouTube while I was doing everything else. But whatever, you get here when you get here, right? All right. Oh, you said what's on the hood. Sorry. See? Fog brain. What do it say? Silent victory. So I think maybe the person is a cancer survivor just based on it being pink and what it's saying. Let me put this in here. Oh. All right. And we're back. All right, wait. Now I need some more Pepsi. I'll be right back. You hear this ice is still icing though? Huh? Y'all want to stop playing with my ice machine? Stop playing with my ice machine. This is so bad. I'm in the kitchen. I'm gonna add ice. And how? All right. All right, I'm back. So wait, I'm gonna see, because even still, even with me having tried that on, I would need to tell you my measurements, right? So look, I just found it because I'm a hoarder and shit is everywhere. Let me measure. I'm gonna measure my bust and then I'll do my waist and then I'll do my hips. All right, so my bust is like, it says 38. My waist, probably the damn same thing. My waist is 33. So that's how you could, that's the large that I, and my hips are a 40. So that's how you can base what size to order the merch. Okay? Okay, wait. Joy is not his. Wait, what's going on? What did I miss? What the helly? What the fucky? How does the medium fit? No, I'm past that. I don't even know what size this is. Because this shit feels tight. And I ripped the thing out because it was scratching. Most likely this, I think, is a medium. I think. I think this is a medium. I don't have the tag. This is a small, and I had this on yesterday. This is a small. Actually, no. I did not have this one on yesterday. This ain't the one I had on. I had on a medium. I had on a medium in this yesterday. Thank you for the thumbs up from Facebook. Thank you. Thank you for joining from all's over. I appreciate it. Pony's still intact. It needed to be because child. And let me tell you how I went all the way back to my Rogaine on my edges because The last person that gave me a touch up overprocessed my hair. And instead of just touching it up, I think they let the ends of my hair touch the relaxer. So they were all frazzled and burnt, and hair just started shedding. I could touch it, and it started shedding. And I'm so pissed off because it had just started to get in a healthy place. And I don't ever expect it to be down my back. But it was healthy. It was thick to the ends, and for whatever it was worth, it wasn't shedding all over my freaking bathroom sink. And my edges burned. And you know, we're at the age that hair starts thinning, things start, yellowing, shit starts shifting. So I went back to what I know. And then when I did research on all the hair products that people claim make your hair grow, they said the only thing that's proven is minoxidil. And I was like, I got 2 cans of that shit in the medicine cabinet. So I've been back to my Rogaine for Women on my edges, and I am not ashamed. Matter of fact, I need to hit them up for sponsorship. How you selling for free? Oh, so good. All right. So, and the perimenopause is disrespectful too. Yes. Happy Founders Day to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta. Ooh, ooh. No, I did not read Tina's book, but I did read an excerpt from it. How she, even when she broke up with Matthew Knowles, she was going back and forth. They were dipping and dabbing, and the kids didn't know, but they grown. So, but even though they're grown, they shouldn't have been in her business anyway. Exactly, vintage. How we edging? Holding on, child. Trying to hold on. Sandra, they look, but they are not. And if they look it's because they're so frazzly that it's given afro appearance, which is making it look thicker. But trust me, it's... So I like the Baskin Lather hair products, certain ones more than others. I don't like the jam. I like it when I first put it on, the edge control, but it turns white. And in order to get rid of it, I have to actually wash it out because my hair is such a damaged, a frail place that I can't brush it out, right? I love the elixir because I chat GPT'd what to do. Well, I described my hair and what was going on and what happened. And it said, you have to be very careful because every shampoo isn't built for everything. So they said what you don't need now is a shampoo that boasts protein. You don't need a shampoo that boasts something else. I forget what it was. They said you need a shampoo that's going to, did they say repair the shaft? Hold on, let me get the damn shampoo, right? Do y'all want to see the shampoo? Nobody even asked you. Well, maybe someone is asking and ain't chatting about it. Shoot. Oh, these are the good things. Okay. So it told me that I needed, hair was brittle, hair is already processed, hair apparently got over processed, and it told me I needed a shampoo with manuka honey and mafura oil. I needed extreme moisture. Oh, wait, why am I doing this? I'm not getting paid, but this is just a helpful. They told me I needed extreme moisture before I could do all the protein and they said you don't need that. Protein will make it more brittle. I think that's what it said, if I can remember. So it said I needed extreme hydration. Hold on, because you know a bitch can't see. Am I breaking down in front of your very eyes? Hydrates and replenishes extra dry, and damaged hair. And this has fig extract and baobab oil. So they told me to use this. Use the intensive hydration conditioner. They said use that, rinse it out. You rinse the conditioner out with like lukewarm, slightly cold water, and then put this on it. Algae Renew. It's a conditioning mask. And it's been working. So I put this on, and then I put a big bonnet that has aluminum inside to heat, like a heating cap. And I sit with it for like an hour, and then I rinse it out. And I don't do a hard rinse because, again, it's still, but I have noticed in the 3 weeks that I have been using it that there's not as much hair. And when I go like this, nothing's coming. What before, I would go like that, it's hair. I go like that, it's hair. Couldn't even pull it to put it back. It was bad. So now it's getting a little better. And after the 6th week, I'm going to move on to the next level of protection or step to get the hair back, because there's a different type of shampoo for that. So good morning. It smells, let me see how it smells. It does smell good. So wait, someone trying to sell what? Wait, what? It's the Air and the Food vintage. Yep. Doesn't she have big fan base? That's a part of LGBTQ, and she came out against transgender women. What are you talking about? They will pay for the sponsorship, because I am going to clip that part. Let me see, an hour. I was at 1 hour and 40 when I did that. Clip. Dwayne, you could do that. Clip at 1 hour and 40. Yeah. So yeah, that we're not talking. Fenty is good too, but pricey. Rice water, rosemary mint oil, aloe vera juice, leave-in conditioner, avocado mayo. So avocado mayo mask is good. The rosemary and the mint oil also will work, but they said right now I don't need the oil on the hair strand. So what they did say is that after and they told me to air dry it, which last week I didn't air dry it, because the first week I air dried it, and I feel like that made it even more nappy and more brittle, but I wasn't going nowhere, so I didn't really care. But last week I blowed it dry, and then I put Baskin Lather elixir from the mid shaft to the end, not nowhere near my scalp, mid shaft to the end, to protect it and hold on to it, to keep it, I guess, moist. So that I love, the Baskin Lather elixir. I can't use the shampoo and the conditioner right now because, again, I'm in the restorative phase, but I was using it before and I had no problem with it. And my hair was actually growing and it was healthy and it was looking shiny without products. So I like the Baskin Lather stuff. It's just I can't use it right at this very moment. I also like the conditioning mask from what is hold on. Here we go again. I like Hair Brew by Avena. And you know what else I like about Avena's Hair Brew? Beard balm. And my boys are starting to have facial hair. So this has aloe and chamomile butters. Because what I don't want is them having dry looking, you know, when it don't have to be. So they use this. This is her replenishing conditioner and her clarifying shampoo, which, as you can see, me and the boys, well, they've used it. I use it too, but I can't use it right now because I'm not in the clarifying stage. I need repair. But I use this too, and they use this. All right. All right. Enough of the commercials, right? The hell? I'll put this stuff back later. All right. So we are going to be able to talk to the man behind all the Queen's men. Christian, what's his name? You guys know his name. He's the writer of the actual book and the writer, creator of the TV show. And while he partnered with Tyler Perry, he is done with Tyler Perry. Child, he said Tyler Perry's the one that put all that weird man sex rape fantasy nonsense. He was like, where did that come from? Then he said he added like 15 minutes on to his episodes, just trying to immerse himself in to his brand. So he's moving away from Tyler Perry. He said his 5th season will not be with Tyler Perry. And I'd like to see what it looks like outside of Tyler Perry, to be honest. I binged it. That's what I did while I was home and trying to reposition and figure out next steps. I binged all the Queen's men. And I did notice it getting a little, you know, that rape fantasy stuff. Not here to judge, but I just didn't feel like the show needed that. Did you guys see? Did you see it? What do you feel about that? So, All the Queen's Men is with Eva Pigford from America's Next Top Model and Housewives of Atlanta, and she is like a female pimp, kind of. She runs a strip club, and she runs it like a pimp, though, in my opinion. And Christian Keys, thank you, Ann. And it is to me, it's a great show, but some of the seasons went left. And obviously I wasn't the only one that felt that way. Christian Keys himself did a live or did a video that I saw during the holidays when he was complaining, but he was also explaining that that wasn't his work, that Tyler Perry decided to insert himself and his thoughts and his creative into it. And it just took his creative in a direction he didn't necessarily approve of. And he said he got 16 shows. Why he had to come over here and put that shit on mine? That's what he said. And the storyline with Midnight, right? Philly Chica said, I felt the storyline with Midnight was not needed. Now, I don't know if I finished all of season 4, because he's talking about, did he say season 6 or season 5 wouldn't be with Tyler Perry? But I don't know. The last I saw, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it away. Can I give it away without anybody getting mad? Yeah, she's the madam. But she plays it so well. She's like, I love watching her. A lot of violence. But he didn't agree with the man's sexual violence, nor did I. And I like the way her makeup looks. Actually, I'm not mad at any of their hair and makeup, which is shocking because usually it's not on point, which means that they're hiring people that actually know how to do our hair and our makeup. All right, Donna, thank you for joining in. See you tomorrow too, bright and early. 7 a.m. It's in 5th season. Oh, so I don't think I've seen anything. I saw her get shot. So, and that's the last episode I saw. Was there an episode after that? The nephew always goes like this. when he's trying to prove that he's mad, he does this with his lips, and that annoys me. Yes, child, the Tyler wigs do be But maybe she's bringing in her. Maybe Kristen Keys is in charge of who does hair and makeup. Cause yes, Tyler's be on struggle. Okay, the shooting's the last. Okay, so I'm up to speed. Okay. Yes. Yeah, he's always. I'm gonna start doing that. When y'all say something in the chat, I don't like. Tyler used to put the mics in the front of the wigs. That's so. Amp gets on my nerves. Yeah, no, didn't see all of it. Only a few first season episodes. So yeah, if you have time, Mama Flip. Good morning to you, by the way. I saw you stepped in earlier. I just didn't get a chance to stop because I was talking to Vintage. That's a good watch. I want to watch Unreasonable Doubt or Reasonable Doubt. I want to watch it, but I refuse to go back to my Hulu Disney subscription because it's still giving MAGA. Yeah, I refuse to go back. However, if I do this deal with them, I probably might need to not say that. Hello. That wasn't me just now. We'll let that be your incentive to get the deal done. We'll buy her silence. It's kind of up for grabs. Mayor of Kingstown. Reasonable Doubt is good, but am I going against my morals? Now you're concerned? Hit that Cash App. Hit that Zelly. Netflix, His and Hers is fire. Okay, I'm going to write that down to watch. His and Hers. Because I be looking, now that I got rid of the cable and switched it around, only one TV has a box. And Netflix is always the easiest, has a button actually on the remote for Netflix. But they have so many titles, and I don't know. Sometimes the titles be misleading, and I ain't got that type of time. So I need to be led to what is good to see for me, you know? That ain't gonna make me fall asleep. That's the other thing. When my body slows down, it's quick napation. And that heated blanket is right there. It is right there. The heated blanket, and I got the fan. This is it's the reckoning. Heated blanket and the fan, because I like being warm and I like it immediate. I don't like to have to rub my feet together to get myself warm. Am I alone in that? Fantastic with Tessa Thompson. I'm writing that down. I don't have time to rub my feet together to get the blanket warmed up. So the heated blanket and then the fan, because then when my body creates its own hot flashing moment, I need that fan right in front of my face. And it's a big fan, a big small fan. Down blankets, but don't they take time to heat up? I keep my heater on and my window open sometimes. So I have the air conditioner on. I have the floor heater. And I finally found one that doesn't pull the power. Blanket and neck fan. Thank you. I am not alone. Thank you. Because I felt very out on an island when y'all didn't respond right away. Like, you are oversharing and you are by yourself. But obviously I'm not. Black and Beauty. I didn't like that. I think I started and it was given Tyler Perry, and then it was confirmed that it was Tyler Perry, and I was like, The male on male action. Why does Tyler Perry? Tyler, at some point you're going to watch this. Ask yourself and answer me. Why are you living out your own fantasy in your art? Why must you put that on us? Or why can't you warn us on a label? Because I did love Have and Have Not. So I'm not even going to front on your talent, but I just need a little warning label. Just maybe put a little knuckle chuckle, little symbol on the label so I'll know that it's going to be penis on penis activity, please. And I could decide whether or not I'm here for it. I don't like when you spring it on me, pause. I don't like that. I don't. And sometimes I'm watching the shit and the kids happen to come in the kitchen and hear and see, and they're like, ooh, mom's into. She's not. But she probably can't find a remote fast enough or figure out how to forward it fast enough or mute it fast enough. And I shouldn't have to, Tyler. So can you please? Thank you. It's too fucking much. Like, live your truth. Stop putting it on us every single time. That's really what it is. That's his comfort zone. And he's probably traumatized, you know? And clearly there's an audience for it. I'm just saying, let others know. Yeah. I don't know any straight man that constantly writes about gay activity. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, all his movies are cringe with it. And because he's one of the few Black writers that we have, and you know, this is probably why the white boys keep giving him checks, because they like all that type of stuff. They appreciate that. Hollywood, old Hollywood is like that. That old Hollywood shit. He is not on the down low. He is very on the out and up. Ain't nothing down low. I'm just saying, keep it to a warning label if you must. Game of Thrones. Can I jump in that right now? Or do I have to go back to the beginning? I think I missed the window. I think there's too many seasons for me to catch up to Game of Thrones. I should have started during COVID when everybody else was doing it. Well, I'm gay. I'm okay with it. Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're okay with that. That be angry, violent gay activity. It be angry, violent gay. It be violent gayness. Yeah, angry gay activity. And I'm sure all of you isn't that. Do you know what I mean? That ain't all of anybody. It's like, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. Hey, Georgiana. Good morning. All right, wait. I wanted to play music. How you just jump to that? Principal Latimer texted me and said, okay, you have said, let me write this down 4 times now. You might want to consider having Jonesy the Morning Journals as part of your merch. I like how you're forward thinking. I like how you're paying attention and helping me monetize my, let me write this down. Because I got all these pieces of paper booklets. I got the birthday list right here. I got the list of things to do. I got them. I do need some journals. Because I'm a writer down of things. I don't know. Tyler, who? That's why there are men in women's sports. Men wear pants, not dresses. I support protecting women at all and any cost. Salute, Queen. Thank you. Where'd that come from? Okay, when we get in this lane. All right, but I'm riding along. The Oval. Okay, I'll give the Oval a try. You said no, Jonesy, not the violence, just gay. Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying what bothers me, it was the violent gay stuff on a Black man from an older white man, and the Black wife was standing there encouraging it, setting it up, and I don't know. That screamed some things. It stirred some shit in me that I wasn't quite prepared for and still cannot completely explain. It was giving slavery vibes. It was giving tribal desecration, maybe. It just didn't feel okay. So how about this? I didn't know that's where I had landed. I was going along with the programming, and then that happened. Like, I didn't. And the fact that the black man it happened to was tall, was a little, little goofy, but was tall and big, and this shorter white man was doing it, that made me not like it. Yeah, I don't know what I was experiencing in that moment, but I didn't like it. And clearly Christian Keys didn't either. That was not his intention. So when we get him up here, because Giddy said he talks to him all the time. So, sisters, I tried. Because unfortunately, the TV upstairs, there's a network called Black. And that seems to be the only channel that has us. The Oval is trash. Don't spend time on the Oval. Okay. Right, Che Bella. I'm gay and I don't want to see gay in everything. Right. And I don't care if it's gay in everything, but I don't need to know that it's gay. Like, he does overtly gay writing. Maybe. Because what is gay writing? Scenes of gay. Too much. Like, we get it. You don't have to. You know what he also does? He repeats. He makes sure, like, it goes back and forth a lot. Like, you sure? Mm-hmm. No, you know what you're asking me to do, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't want to think about that? Mm-hmm. And you good with that? That shit wears me the fuck out. I don't know if that's a lack of dialogue or if they be freestyling, but it happens a lot in the Tyler Perry stuff. The back and forth of the same shit, same comment. You got to do better to keep my attention. Trans should have their own sports event. All right. Sounds like we got us a 9:00 topic. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Jonesy Show. Let me get you some music. Wait. Oh, tonight is Councilman Dupree Kelly's birthday event. Happy birthday. Guess I better put the birthday song back on. It's going to be at the good old Robert Tree. Wow. The 90s. DJ Lord Finesse is on the music. And Mitty, that's Ras Baraka's brother. And I will see him there. Yes. Happy birthday, Councilman. And yes, I will see you tonight. Thank you. Okay, so reminders about Friday. We're out in Edison. DJ Bookim's birthday party at the Skylark Diner. But it's like it's a club, but it's a diner club atmosphere. I'll be performing the birthday song, obviously, the new song with DJ Ted Smooth, who will also be there. Hopefully you'll be there. And yeah, hold on. Wait. My friends are sending me things. Hold on. I love the help. Thank you. I appreciate the help. So that's the topic of the 9:00 hour. I just was going to get some music up real quick just to signify that we are in the 9:00 hour. So hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, we got to do it like this. Right? Just ignore the. Turn the YouTube up.
Again and again, 6 to 10, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get it, people try to stay. On the way to start a day. Go and say hi, she on my life. She told
My life. Hey, boo, hey.
It's Josie in the morning. Go back, hip hop, and R&B. 94.7
So that's the question. Oh, yes. Make sure you like the live. Don't leave before liking. Don't leave before liking. And I'm not going to not play my promo simply because it includes 94.7 The Block, because I built that and I'm here now. And we're not going to shit on them because were it not for The Block, I would not have been able to probably reconnect with a lot of you that aren't on Instagram or YouTube. So for that, I'm eternally grateful. And I'm going to keep on playing my promo because ain't nobody got time to go back in the studio to change it every time we change. Good morning. New people coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Don't leave without liking. Don't leave without subscribing. And also, please, if I could, ask you to subscribe to the Jonesy in the Morning YouTube page that we have waiting. But we got to build up the subscribers before we hop over there. So the question of the hour is, should trans people have their own sport competitions, or should it be a category? Basically, should it be separate? I'm going to read the comments, and if anyone would like to come up, I can bring you up. I can send you a link. Hi, Lincoln. Hi, George Washington. Hi, Barack Obama. Hi, Lincoln. All right, Vintage says, yes, they should have their own sports. Kim says, yes. Vintage says, I also feel a way about the shared restrooms for the sake of the kids. But that doesn't mean that they are sexual assaulters or rapists or that they actually want our kids just because they're trans, right? Because that's a behavior. Just because someone likes the same sex does not mean that they want your kid or you, or that they are aggressive with it or rapey or anything like that. I feel safe in saying. For years, we didn't bother trans people and they didn't bother us, but MAGA made it a big deal and now there's issues. But they probably felt like they had to hide. So in as much as there are issues and it's a big deal now, at least there's a space for them to be free and have their thoughts. You know what I mean? That's my soda. Hey, JoJo. Good morning. Che Bella. Did you hear your birthday shout out? Equaman. I'm sending you love from New Jersey down to Florida. Thank you for joining us. Conversation is about trans people. So far we have like 3. Trans definitely needs to be separate. Philly Chica says she don't know how to answer that question. Is some woman just as strong as men? Like, look at Clarissa Shields. But that's different. She's completely woman, though. Like, you just going to get that defeat and that ass whooping from her. But it's not like a man who biologically, they have more strength typically than women. She trained to that strength. Men are born with a level of it that exceeds women's, I believe. And putting them in the same category will never win. They should play in the division they were born with. It should be separate. Dwayne says yes. Philly Chica said depends on the sport. LaShawn said they should have their own bathrooms and sports. Mo Diesel said they should compete with the gender they were born with, no special privileges. Okay. All right. We are all ugly to somebody. Ain't that the truth? One man's trash. You know what I say? No, that's like niggas fighting bitches. Oh, I suppose. I think it's no, they should not have nothing, and I would like to come up about it. I don't know. You sound a little aggressive. Can you text me or put your email so I can send you the link and I'll bring you up? But I'm gonna need you to calm down because it's giving aggression. We should also get opinions from the trans community. No, and this song is cute. Thank you. Let them have their own shit. Good morning, T-Neck. Anita from T-Neck. I only will feel away if a trans girl becomes president before a born female. Huh. Jonesby used to go to men's bathrooms and clubs and there were no issues. And I still, depending on how much I've been drinking. The nerve of Bruce, I mean Caitlin. Mo said, Chris, you got to misspell the curses. They need a space too, says Kim. Why must we bring MAGA into everything? Good morning, my fellow Scorpio. Good morning. It's interesting. I have used so many unisex bathrooms. Men and women and kids go in, use a stall. Most of them wash their hands and leave. There are no safety issues or problems. Women can get hurt playing against men. That I agree. I'm out here in LA acting. They got me playing a dead man in a casket. What should I do? What? What? Nigga, get your check. Oh, misspell the curse words so we don't get shut down. Okay. Got you. Thank you, Vintage. Yes, it is Capricorn season. I think we should play the birthday song. So stupid. Always. Those two songs. For all my Capricorns.
Best birthday song, put your hands up. Best birthday song, put your hands up. Best birthday song, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Let's go rock and roll. I just wanna dance all night. We could dance all night. It's time to celebrate. I just wanna have some fun. That's what I think. Swag turned up to amazing. You're be my baby, wow. I see your eyes on my thigh. I never thought, baby, later. Oh, yeah, free. Nobody has to know, just you, me. We'll see where it goes. When the night takes us, we just spend some time. Those things and a glass of wine. Face to face, share songs, babe. Hold my way. Everybody watching us. I see our good day. Say, get it up. You can't wait. Or maybe it's on. Oh, yeah. Free
favorite part of the song. And this, when it goes. That's my favorite part. And then the wind up. There it is, I'm singing. Yup, Capricorns. Thank you, Goddess. It's supposed to remind you of the 90s. The sample. Yes, yes. Good morning, my Jonesies, Grownsies. All right, y'all still battling about the trans issues. Let's transition from that. I would be highly upset if my daughter's born had to compete against boys, right, with all the training and still lose, probably, to men. And you said WNBA ain't nothing but women waiting to transition. Not all, a lot, but not all. Jonesy, are you still on Pix 11 on Thursdays? So, technically, but they moved me to the 10 o'clock hour, and I haven't figured out what time, like, and now they're revamping the whole 10 o'clock hour. They moved me to the 10, and then they started revamping it, or made the decision to revamp the 10 o'clock hour. So I'm waiting for the new person that they're going to hire, or that they're moving around to be my new, I guess, producer or director, or I don't even know what the title would be. But I'm waiting for that person to get in place to tell me my place. But yes, still with Pix. Thank you for asking. Now, thank you, Raised by Housewives. Said I'm sounding great. Thank you. Every parent has the right to make the decision for their kids, but tell other parents what to do. This is the best part of the live, to watch you become animated when your song drop is priceless. Thank you. I always wondered why, though, when I was working at that station, if we're a 90s station, and we all know that my songs, if nowhere else, my songs were playlisted heavy in New York, which is actually why they hired me, because my music, and they saw the vision, and they saw that I'm a New Yorker through and through, right? Why they didn't play it. It was almost like it was forbidden to play my songs, my 90s songs. Like, you never heard Where I Want to Be Boy, unless the mixers, thank God for the mixers. Shout out to my colleagues that mixed there. Unless the mixers slid it in. Why wouldn't you do that? Because highlighting your morning show that happens to like really have been part of the fiber of the 90s. And she had music that was definitely fiber of the 90s. I know that because it still makes an impact when I go places and the DJs put it on when I walk in. I see you ladies, you go back, you transport, and you're like, I remember that song. I love that song. Why wouldn't they play it? Why wouldn't they play it? And then I remember a conversation that I had with Skip back in like 2018 or 19. I happened to be calling over to BLS for something, and they put me on the phone with him, and he thought I was calling for work, but I wasn't. I was calling for a donation for the PTA, we were trying to get donations for one of the fundraisers. Anyway, he got on the phone and he just started out with, well, we don't do that radio that you and Wendy used to do. And I took offense because now I'm home, right? I have been home and I'm feeling away because I feel like I was blackballed, right? Not from him, but from the industry. He said, we don't do that radio that you and Wendy used to do. The music is the star. And we don't want anybody that's going to be bigger than the music. So then it clicked in my head, when I was 4 weeks ago and I'm rehearsing the what's and the whys and what didn't ever happen and all that stuff. And I was like, maybe, just maybe, he thought that playing my music and having me there as the morning show, because the morning show leads the programming. If I suck, the rest of the day, you know what I mean? Unless you got like a Wendy that's very polarizing. Usually if the morning don't kick it off, the rest of the day parts don't do well either. Unless you have other polarizing talents. Or not polarizing, but I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean, right? So I said, maybe that was their way of keeping me in my place or keeping me like everybody else, right? Maybe. But that statement, it never sat well with me. And then I remember one day, I'll save this for Pink Champs. I'm having somebody interview me. It's probably just going to be me on a split screen because can't nobody get it right like me. So it'll probably be some AI interviewing me. And I'll save it for that. Sorry, I just went to a place. I don't even know why. I'm not crying. Shit really is in my eye. And it ain't a tear. Yeah, but sometimes you hear things, right? And it doesn't have relevance to you in that moment. It bothered me because I still was like, what the fuck you mean you don't do radio like me and Wendy? Our shit was the shit. Like what? Like what? Say what you want. People were listening. People were tuning in to listen. So please, me and Wendy built these institutions, right? Me, Wendy, Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, Lisa G, and Stromberg Wild. We built these, and Flex, and Angie. We built these institutions, right? Radio stations around the country wanted to mimic everything. To this day, they still trying to be like us. I was part of that building. I was part of that foundation. So to say that, meanwhile, you're only hired here because of the shit that Wendy did for BLS. And then you said we don't do that radio that you and Wendy used to do. Nobody is bigger than the music. Something to that effect. And again, this was an older conversation, but you recall it when I guess your intuition kicks in. So, okay, sorry. I ignored the live comments for a minute. Sorry. Hey, Fabulous Affordable. Hey, boo, hey. They barely supported women, period, though. Jonesy, Monifa, Gina Thompson, they didn't even play Angie's song. Sound anything like Jonesy's sign right here. Cough. Kendra G. Wait, what? What messiness are you saying? I am good, Nick Music. Yeah, I know. Grown Folk Fridays in Philly. Another one of my creations. I saw the need for the 90s shit well before it became monetizable and popular. And I stepped out on a limb to do that and put my money behind it, and it blew. It grew and it blew. And then when I left, the Beat stole it and gave it to Lady B. Stole my Grown Folk Friday and gave it to Lady B because they even saw how much I was able to buy my first house off of Grown Folk Fridays. So thank you. That and hosting. So thank you, Mike Clark. Yeah, they didn't even bump Sugar Hill. Like Sugar Hill should have been in programming at the block, and it wasn't. And I'm just, Dwayne said, I'm here and not there. So that says, what about, yeah. Angel Reese is the sexiest woman on the NBA. Thank you for bringing us back on topic, Eric. Thank you. Trent, people still eating off of you and Wendy. Yep. But they better watch their step before they fall off that Wendy cliff. That's what happened when you work for the man, when you're not an independent contractor. It's too much politics for me. I agree, Tiffany. I agree. Me and Wendy walk so many others could run. Yep. Thank you for saying that, because that is real. Not talking to you like you're not the blueprint. Yeah. That's that mental thing. Like you need that in order for you to feel elevated. You need that. You need us to shrink ourselves. I'm not doing that. If you share the show, give me credit. You got to give me credit and tag. Thank you. And you know what I'm saying? Every song is not, but those two were always in rotation. Like, what? He said that, though. He said that. You said people will not add their email on live, maybe post and pin the StreamYard so people can join. No, I was told not to do that. So you either trust me or you don't. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm going back in the scroll and reading your comments. So thank you. Flint, Michigan, #1. The women out here would turn down Jesus because he was a carpenter. Huh? What? Oh my God, stop. Clarissa, do not beat Pat. Stop. I would say some things, but stop. That is not, I don't think that's a violent relationship. Wait, so no more New York Living at 10. No, I think it's still New York Living. I just think that they're revamping it and getting more organized with it or more structure. I think. I don't even know, because it's going to be up to the new person that takes it over to decide what it's going to look like. But I was told, as long as my key still works, that I'm still part of the crew. And my key was working as far as late as the Christmas party. So, but again, you know what? And if that doesn't work, it's so many other things going on. Trust me, there'll be enough opportunities. I don't want to say you'll get sick of Jonesy, but there'll be enough opportunities for us to connect with each other, because we still got the talk show. I told you that was picked up. We've got this, Pink Champs. I think I secured a sponsor. I think I secured a new sponsor. Well, let me not get into that. That is too triggering. That is too triggering. What happened to the last sponsor? Or how the last sponsor was poached and stolen from someone within the ranks. That'll be another conversation for my Pink Champ interview. Who got man tits? What are y'all talking about? All right. Okay, so we're going to shift, move off the trans talk. Okay. No. Not the bus charter sponsor. No, they're not. They were a client. Like the girl that does the wreaths, she was supposed to sponsor. She was going to sponsor Pink Champs, but she got poached to sponsor something else. And the person that poached her was someone from my team. And that's all I'm going to say. And y'all know my team is very tight. So you can figure it out. If you even care to. Yeah, let's shift. But so we secured a new one. So Pink Champs will be back with a whole season. We're going to do a whole season. And yep, Tony, yep. Yep. A lot of revelations have happened within the last 4 weeks, guys. But I'm still standing. I'm still holding it together. Yep, it be your specific own people. Yeah, Ms. Elena, yeah, he said that. No, it's fine. It's fine. But I know poor girl with the Reef girl, because she's probably not going to get her investment back. And now she doesn't have any access to me, because now I'm like, nope, not doing that. You chose that, you go there. And if you're in here watching, or if you do at some point, this means you stay over there. Yep, all you gotta do is be still and let God reveal. You said, got the man titty. Who are we talking about? Never mind. I don't want to know about the man titties. All right, people. Look, it's the last 30 minutes. Let's ramp it up. Friday, we're going to ramp it up at Skylark Diner in Edison on Route 1 in Edison. It is DJ Bookim's birthday party. That is all you need to know. I'm performing. Obviously, I come with the birthday song in hand and the new song with Ted Smooth in the other. And yep, it's a new year. Everybody, I want you to know that we are unique in that nobody grew up in the 90s but us. Those of us of a certain age. That was a unique era. And it was a unique era because there was a shift in power. And suddenly young Black kids and Puerto Rican kids were able to make money off of the culture. And we are creative by nature. And so now what we're having is the younger kids, they're, trying to take, and we took too, we borrowed influences from the elders, but we also created some things from scratch. Everything wasn't sample, So I feel like we had the best era. And I feel like we will continue to have the best era as long as we don't let anybody make us of a certain age feel like we got to lie about our age. We don't have to hide what we know without being called OG or Unc or Auntie. We don't have to respect those words, those terms, those names. We do not. So I always say hashtag own your grown. Be thankful. It ain't just you. And yeah, you know what you know. You know what you know, and you can't unknow what you know, and you experience what you experience, and you can't unsee it or unfeel it. I mean, we gave homage when we sampled. Not always. I love you back, Shampoo. Not always. We were forced to when that first sampling lawsuit came out, because that shit hit headlines and all the record labels was like, oh, okay, well, let's just replay this. But I'm just saying, we sampled some, but we also had a lot of original stuff. And I'm not saying that the youngins don't have original stuff. All I'm saying is that there is a lane for everybody. And let's not, just because mainstream isn't for us, there is places. And this is one. And I've been doing the 90s stuff since 2003 when I was doing Grown Folk Fridays in Philly. I'm doing the 90s stuff. When I started I'm a 90s girl, like that's been my shit. So don't expect it to change over here. This is what it is and not what it ain't. Right? Yes. Yes, Philly Chica. Yes. We used to play double dutch at the Grown Folk Friday. We used to have dominoes, spades, all the board games. And it was inside. Double dutch was on the stage. So, oh, that's calling all ladies. I don't know if I feel like calling all ladies right now. So tomorrow will be the return of the Ron P Sports Report. And shout out once again to our sponsors, Nationwide Bus Charter. Again, if you need transportation for your team, your schools specifically, they like teams, they like schools, you're planning a trip, or if you're in the education system, and again, it's Nationwide Bus Charter, so it's nationwide. Please go to them first, ask for Nick, tell them Jonesy sent you. Others have, and they've gotten like little deals, workout deals. Like maybe he'll cut some this or cut some that off or whatever. And Scarlet Reserve Room, they deliver. They're in Englishtown on Hamilton Street. And if you're into that, they are legal to legacy, or is it legacy to legal? Wait, hold on. Legacy to legal. Legacy to legal. And they gave me some prizes to give you guys. Look at the nice packaging. We have a whole bunch of things to give away when we start our contest and stuff next week. We got a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. So we'll start that next week so we can do it fairly. We'll have the call-in number, calling all. We'll have that going for you. And it'll be good. It'll be good. Congratulations to DJ Envy, by the way, on that new gig over at American Dream. He's just what they need. He's just what they need. Did you see Kim Whitley talking about Michael Jackson's? One of them was talking about Mike's third leg. Your daughter Charlie wants to audition for me. Audition for what? All right. The caterers at Grown Folk Friday. Yes, absolutely. Smiley, who has passed on, I found out after the fact. And Kevin, Miss Tootsie's, Kevin Parker, who passed on. And it had nothing to do with their food. Ms. Elena says she wants to be in the Pink Champ audience when you film your interview. Huh. Should I have audience for Pink Champs? I was doing audience for the talk show. I hadn't thought about that. It depends on what the space looks like. But that might not be a bad idea. Let me think about that and work out the logistics. Can I get back to you, Miss Elena, and let you know? Definitely audience for talk show. Can we bring Grown Folk Friday to New York? We kind of do at Skylark. Kind of. Michael Jackson beat up Tupac and put the hee-hee on him. I don't know do you believe that? Do y'all believe that? And where you heard that from? So Envy is in charge of like bringing entertainment and excitement. I hear they have like this new lounge or club or something in there. And my friend just had a birthday party there. His friends threw a birthday party for him in there, and he came back saying it wasn't great. So that's why I say Envy is exactly what they need. So let's talk to Envy about me putting a Grown Folk Friday in there. Let's do that. And let me see the comments. Singing for what? Envy makes me dry. I don't trust him. I know that's your friend. Oh, it's all right. That's fine. Envy get on my nerves sometimes too. Okay, well, I'm bringing the double Dutch to you. Now, look, but now if it's going to be an American Dream, we probably going to have insurance and all that shit. I don't even know if we might have to pause on the double Dutch. Because the way our bones are set up, child, it's not my pockets. I'm not going to be, and then Envy will lose the job because of lawsuits. Oh, child, no, Leave the double Dutch outside in them streets. Let me and Yandy have our little double Dutch competition and make everybody sign a waiver. Let's leave that double Dutch over there. I don't know why nobody required, Mike Clark didn't require insurance back then when we was doing the double Dutch inside, but we were way younger then. Right, broken bones all in the mall. Mall and all, fall and all. No. Mall and all, fall and all. I can't even. Galena. Nah, I'll do it. Where did that come from?
She's a whole
Ambulance parked outside, y'all. No, for real. Take a picture. Ow. Ooh. Hey. Hey. And then we go back to it. I'm a whole lot of angle, so cash me. Won't spend time with it. I ain't getting retarded. Hey, boo, hey. Yeah. Don't lie, look at her shine. Oh, you die. She found wine, she ain't got time. She made up her mind. Gucci on all, play so long. Double G's on all. Oh, we so long. Going on base, going on base, going on base, going on haters. Lady in the Tramp right here. Hey, boo, hey. So Tommy, Philly Chica, there actually is a line dance to this that Candy Eastman out in Houston that she did, and I never was able to learn it, but I could pull it up and maybe now that I got time to break it down. So we talked about the salt and pepper case, and we're going to be talking to Herbie Lovebug, because I said the bottom line is, if they're dismissing the case because there really was no case, because it wasn't their masters, they didn't have ownership. Number one, how did it get that far? Who the hell was that lawyer? Actually said, was it Top Dog Law? But so I said, I think that Herbie owned the masters. So I said, let's go to the source. So we're going to talk to him. And Divorce Sisters, is that good? Let me write that down. Hashtag, let me write that down. What channel is that on? Is that on Netflix too? Oh, wait, you can't hear me? Can you hear me? Friday, I probably get there around 10:30, 11. I don't want to be there that early, because then and I got shit to do during the day. I have to go check out my set and see if it's right and in place. And okay, good. Okay, I'm glad the sound is okay. You know, if not, then I definitely want to be in a talk show audience. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you, Ulysses. Thank you, Anita. Okay. Thanks, Kim. That means it was on your side then. And so is Divorce Sisters on Netflix? Is Spin still fighting to be included? I don't think so, because I saw her in pictures at that Hall of Fame thing. And that's really what it's all about. When we go back into the history books, Spin will be included in that. And that's like, you know what I mean? That won't ever be erased. So even though it got a little shady towards the end, I think that they're good. But yeah, if they didn't own the masters, what are they fighting for? And why didn't somebody catch it? That's why I want to talk to Herbie. I can't wait. You better not stand me up like that roller skating that one year. Dwayne, I don't even remember that, but I'm going to the party because I promised that I would perform. So whether I'm tired or not, I'll be there. Okay. All right. All right. So look, thank you again for being here, and make sure you don't leave before liking. I hope that the Cash App and the Zelly does not offend anybody. But, you know, I be needing some lunch money. You know, I be getting a little parched. So it'd be nice for little contributions for a little cocktail later on while I'm prepping for tomorrow's show, because I'd hate to have to cancel. No, I'm kidding. Why is it always a threat? What is it always a threat? Herbie was in a relationship with Saul. That's fine. That's all fine and well. Everybody was consenting. The roller skating was for the radio station. Oh. I mean, well, in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't go. How did they catch a stray? There will be many more to be caught. Oh, no, on here, YouTube, everyone has their Cash App and Zelly posted. You're good. Okay. All right. I mean, you know, there's always a threat. It's either you either going to get down or you going to lay down. You going to get down or I'm not going to get up. Divorce Sisters is more gay, Tyler. Yeah, no, I'm good on that then. All right, Miss Diane, get back to work, guys. I appreciate you for coming and stopping through. I did the extra hour because yesterday you guys were like, no, go to 10, go to 10. So here we are again. You know where to find me if you need me. I'm not wrapping up just yet, but in a few minutes. And we'll be back tomorrow. Rompy Sports Report and the Gossip with Vintage. And we're going to start the All Up in Your Pockets. And we'll have the phone number for you guys to be able to call in and win. Hello, free tickets. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. All the things. Thank you, Big R. Big R said he loves the 3-hour show. Because you know it was going to be a punk ass too. Because I was like, I don't know if I should be talking straight for 3 hours. I don't know if people are interested. But I feel like there's enough shit going on in this world for us to talk about for 3 hours, right? And provided I keep it entertaining and light and we don't get like too heavy because niggas ain't got time. Excuse me. Ain't nobody got time for that. We got enough going on in our personal and private lives that we, but we should at least be able to speak on it. Sometimes speaking on it gets it off you, right? You think it went fast? Oh, thank you, Arnold. Oh, Arnold, you heard my message? Arnold Joseph is my attorney, y'all. Wave at him because last week when I needed a cease and desist letter, I called him. You was my call. But I said, he's probably on vacation. So I put the letter together myself and sent it off. And it was noted and received, Jonesy. Thank you. So thank you, Arnold. Dwayne. I told you, Dwayne, that I don't play well with others, nor do I invite people I don't know into the space. No, it's okay. He said, I thought it was spam. It was spam in a can for that ass. And I did it. I don't sit around and wait. I figured you were busy on vacation or just, in the middle of maybe something, life. But I did that. I probably should have CC'd you or BCC'd you. It's okay. I just need them to stop using my name like over and over and doing stuff. Like, stop. Right. Dwayne, you got to relax too. I'm going to hit you with a cease and desist because now I got one. All I got to do is swap out the name. I'm fucking with you, but stop for real. Thank you, Arnold. I appreciate you. You've always been here. Arnold represents Bernard Hopkins. They're partners, actually. But he started off representing Bernard Hopkins. And I think that's how we met. In Philly. Yep. And then Arnold came in and did my contract with the radio station. So here we are. Here we are, people. You spoke to my mom before. Okay. All right. Stop and take a picture. Yes. Arnold could do whatever he wants if he wants to do a legal segment. I would like for you guys to have your questions. Again, 7:00 hour is when you give me your birthdays for the day, questions. So then if we do have a segment with Arnold, I'll have the questions right there. So we can go boom, 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 boom. Order and structure. Y'all know I need order in the court always. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said this is definitely an all-day tune in. I appreciate that. Thank you. Doing my best. Doing my best. And I love that the numbers have stayed strong and steady. Come on, numbers. Please also don't forget to subscribe here and also, if you don't mind, to the Jonesy in the Morning channel, because the minute we get those numbers up, we can just come off of Pink Champs and go over there. And tell your friends that this is where the Jonesies Gronesies is at. Oh, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. That's kind. What he can do on legal segment talking about some celebrities' cases. So, Arnold, what do you think? Can I ask you, why do you think that Salt and Pepper's lawyers weren't aware when they took the case that they didn't own the material that they were fighting for? If you're still in here, Arnold. Oh, he's going to court. I'll call him later and ask. Good luck in court, though. Give him hell. Oh, Nick Music, thank you. She says she likes this better than the block. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So I guess we doing bigger and better too. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that they did that. That was unnecessary. It was bigger and better, and then the whole first day of bigger and better was my name mentioned every 20 minutes. That's why I sent that cease and desist. So, all right. So, thank you again for joining me in the journey. And if there's ever anything that's going on that I'm not discussing that you think is worthy of discussion here on Jonesy, please let me know and we'll get to it. And there are enough people that have enough expertise, that have enough life lessons, that have enough been there, done that, that somebody will be able to give you a perspective or some other insight. That's the beauty of Jonesy's Gronesies. Oh, Arnold said, not sure of the facts, but I thoroughly research before I take a case. Clients never give all the info at the beginning. Yeah. Whoever those lawyers were saw the salt and pepper name and said they wanted to get in on something. Yeah. I wonder if they could sue the law firm. But what lawyer would take that case? It used to be back in the days, lawyers didn't even want you to sue doctors. And I'm talking about early 90s. Lawyers would not, it was very hard to find a lawyer to represent you against a doctor or a hospital. Oh, how things have changed. Garcelle, thank you. No need to go back there. No need. I mean, everybody has access to program their own music and what they want to hear. What you don't have is access to the talents, the hosts. So now you got access. I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, God willing, and I will be back here tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. and each day, Monday through Thursday. Thank you to Nationwide Bus Charter and also to Scarlet Reserve Room from Legacy to Legal. Was it Legal to Legacy? I keep forgetting. Let's play that. I keep forgetting, not in love anymore. No. That will definitely get us banned every time I know. Do you know one day I got Flip's thing flagged because I did a version of Weak that was so close. Apparently, it was so close to the original. They flagged the live. Do y'all remember that? Me and Queen's Flip. Thank you. A Live Blackwater. Thank you. I think you can post your sponsors in the chat. Oh, okay. That would be dope. So I'll be spending the rest of this afternoon figuring out how to do that. Maybe give them banners. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, come on. I'm learning. I'm figuring this out on the job training, but I ain't scared. Not of you, motherfucker. Yeah, y'all remember that, right? That live got shut. I was so happy. Flip was mad. He was like, why are you? I don't understand. You know what this means, right? And I'm like, do you know what this means? Because Coco's like one of my favorite singers in the world. I said, do you know what this means? This means that I was so close sounding to that song that they didn't know. So damn a strike. Be proud. Take it in stride. Hello from Chicago. I've been listening and following Miss Jones since my days at NYU. Keep doing your thing, Jonesy. Thank you, KOB. Thank you. Come on, Chi-Town. I think my sister just moved from there. I think she's in San Diego now. Why I say I think? You know why. You know it's always back and forth with me and my sisters. I'm either speaking to one or speaking to none. Now I'm one and done. You got to enjoy the rest of your day, people. Thank you. Shay Bella said it. Marco! Marco is a longtime friend, my brother from Freehold, New Jersey. I'm so glad that you were in here. Because Marco, look, no more gatekeeping. Who says stop calling it Zelly? It's Zell, rhymes with Bow. I don't know. Oh, Zelle. If you Zelle me. That's stupid anyway. I didn't even like it when they came out with that stupid service. Why name it Zelle? I can come up with 1,000 better names than Zelle. And I'll have them tomorrow morning. Bright and early. Won't you join me? And since you want to talk about it, be about it. I'll change the name. If you make it ring, come on. Make it ring. It could be whatever you want it to be. Zelle, Zelly, what the helly? What the Zelly? What the Zelle? I'm so stupid. That's so. You can ring my Zelle. Come on. You can ring my Zelle. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Doom. 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 Hashtag write it down. You can ring my Zelle. How you sell it? Ring my Zelle. Ding dong, ding dong. Sing it. You can ring my Zelle anytime, anywhere. Ding dong, ding dong. Sing it. You can ring my Zelle. You can ring my Zelle. Dong, ding dong. Sing it. Stop playing. You know who your host is. Stop. If I don't do nothing else, I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make up a song. That's what I'm going to. Exactly. And now Zelly owes me. Yup. They better not try. Well, if anybody tries to steal it, I got proof that I did it first. You know what else was? I'll tell you tomorrow. Let me write this down. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are my friends in my head. I'm definitely writing it down. And this theft came from when I was in Philly. So I need my Philly people in here bright and early. I'll do just that. Although I don't know if you can copyright somebody else's original musical composition. Tranquil, thank you. Thank you all. All 124, 25, 45, all of y'all. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. That's all I ask, please. And if you post it, give me credit and tag. How you tag it? Bye, guys. It's a delay, so I'm going to wait a few minutes. Make it to your next classes safely, children. Bye, Jonesies, Grownsies. Remember, hashtag own your grown. Leave that ignorant Ebonics alone. Nope. You can ring my Zelle. I told you, we changed it. Now we sing Zelle. Ding dong, ding dong. Sing it. You can pay my Zelle anytime, anywhere. Ding dong, ding dong. Pay it.